Come on, let's play on here.
Geshe-la is here.
Oh, yeah, good morning, Alhamdulillah. Please have a seat. Ale. Good morning, Tomasi.
Good morning, Geshe-la.
Morning.
Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Tom.
Morning, Geshe-la.
Good morning, Suzanne. Good morning, Bodhisattva Patrick. Good morning, Susie. Good morning, Susie. Good morning, Neely. Good morning, Neely.
Good morning, Geshe-la.
Good morning, Amaji. Oh, good morning, Panditji. Good morning, Pati. Good morning, Cecilia. Good morning, Laura.
Good morning, Geshe-la.
Good morning, Katrina.
Buenos dias.
Good morning, David.
Good morning, Geshe-la.
Good morning, Elise.
Good morning, Geshe-la.
Good morning, Helen.
Good morning, Geshe-la.
Oh, good morning, Anila Kesang.
Morning, Geshe-la.
Good morning, Phillips. Oh, good morning, sir. Good morning, Dr. Watkin. Good morning, Alex, the enlightened being. Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning, Arilina. Then, good morning, anybody watching on YouTube. Good morning. Begin with some prayer, okay? We begin with some prayer.
Start with Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra 3 times. Eyata mone mone mahamunayi soha. Eyata mone mone mahamunayi soha. Teata mune mune mahamunaye soha. Now, Medicine Buddhist verse of praise and mantra 7 times. Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name when merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispel of disease and the 3 poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha, lapis like.
Oh, here. The best, if you can visualize Medicine Buddha on your crown. So then Medicine Buddha on the hand that's holding a bowl. The bowl, that bowl is like filled with 3 types of amrita or nectar. For the sake of knowledge, immortality nectars. So then like medicinal, now I'm never mentioned medicinal nectars or amrita, then immortality, amrita or nectar or amrita. So then there's another last nectar is called like inexhaustible amrita. Mainly like essence of essence of the mental qualities transformed into the amrita. That's called inexhaustible wisdom nectars. So then left hand holding a medicinal plant. So the color is dark blue. So if you can visualize Medicine Buddha on your crown. And if you know someone who's like sick, so you can also visualize Medicine Buddha on their crown. So then visualize Medicine Buddha, all the people who are now, all the people, like not all the people, like you can visualize Medicine Buddha on all the people's in the crown, all living beings' crown, and particularly people are now who are sick because of this virus, in the hospital, you can visualize them. So then nectar, while we are reciting Medicine Buddha mantra, then nectar flow, then purify all the sicknesses, obstacles, sicknesses, particularly, like what we call in Buddhist teachings called 3 poisons, anger, attachment, ignorance. So our health is our mind and our health. Well-being of mind is critical for our health. So our health and mind is very correlated. So if your mind is always positive, you are thinking something positive, saying something positive, saying something nice, thinking something nice, physically doing something nice, then so then it will have a positive impact on your health. So then while we are doing medicine Buddha practice, based on the mantra, so then you get immense, mentally you get immense benefit because you are thinking about all living beings, health, not just your health. You are thinking about health of all living beings. So because of that mind, so that kind of purifies, okay? You can visualize. So nature flows from medicine Buddha. Or facing towards same as you, or you can visualize medicine Buddha in front of you, place before you, maybe like distance like 6 feet. Height is like when you sit down on your third eye, that level, you can visualize the nectar flows. So then purify all the sicknesses, so then disturbing thought, all the physical problem, then disturbing thought completely purifies. Then your physical body become like crystal, like crystal glass, so very clean, okay? Oh yeah. So then with that visualization, then we can do medicine Buddha mantra.
Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name when merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispeller of disease and the three poisons. I prostrate to medicine Buddha, lapis light. Heyata om bekanze, maha bekanze, adza samugate soha. Heyata om bekanze, maha bekanze, radza samugate soha.
Hayata om bekanze, maham
bekanze, radza samugate soha.
Hayata om bekanze, maham bekanze, Hayata om bekanze,
Maha bekanze, radha samagate soha. Teata om bekanze, maha bekanze, radha samagate soha. Teata om bekanze,
maham bekanze,
radha samagate soha. Now the four immeasurables, which Geshe-la is teaching on this week. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. Now the verse of praise and mantra for Chenrezig, the Buddha of great compassion. Not veiled by any fault, white in color. His head of perfect Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings. To you, Chenrezig, all seeing one, I prostrate. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Now the verse of praise and mantra for green Tara, the Buddha of enlightened activity. Tara liberate.
Hold on. So the money mantra, or money payment, so much benefit. No, this mantra mainly to help us to develop compassion. So, yeah, Buddha of compassion in Tibetan it's called Cheresik. So easy to learn, so easy to say. As I said, like Tibetan King Sangzen Gombo composed this book called Manikabum, which has like 1,000-page long book in Tibetan traditional like book form, 1,000-page long. So far I read 164 page out of 1,000 page. So, but I've been thinking to read this book like almost now 8 years ago. So, and I started. So then got stuck in 7 months in Patagonia. So that book is kind of heavy to bring. So anyway, so read like 164 page. In that book, I said this many times, so because like somehow the life get kind of like busy doing things here, like chores in our life, it never ends. Never ends. It's like put people mustache. More you cut, more you grow. It never ends. So therefore, so some like how you say practice is not in the beginning of our list, so always get pushed down in the very end of the day. So then it's hard to feel something good in your heart because like the beautiful of practice, if you do practice in the end, so then you feel good, that you feel like you accomplished something that has a ripple of benefit, not just this life, but many more life in the future. So, so money mantra is one of them. So reciting, as I said, you can count hair on four-legged animals on this planet. Every four-legged animals on this planet, you can count their hair piece by piece. But benefit of reciting money mantra cannot be counted. So that means how much merit you created. So then you think, why merit? Always Geshe-la said merit. Yeah, merit is the cause for happiness. So we need to create the cause for happiness. Happiness is not random. It's not like in Buddhism, what you call like karma. Everything depends on causes and conditions. Problem they experience is based on causes and conditions. The joy, the happiness, physical happiness, mental happiness that we enjoy is also based on causes and conditions. So everything is dependent. Everything is dependent. There's no such a thing called accident or random. Everything is dependent on causes and conditions. So therefore, we are all capable to create the cause for happiness. We're all capable, whether based on meditations, reciting prayer, or making offering to the holy object, doing prostrations, reciting mantra. There are many, many different ways that you can create merit. So then that merit, to become the cause for happiness that we are all looking for since we are born. So then when you think about the benefit of reciting money mantra, it's like mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. So we can't even count hair on our head piece by piece. That will take probably few days. So they just forget about counting every hair on animals on this planet, how long that will take. So reason I'm saying this again, so they know, like, to encouraging all my friends. So that takes like seconds. That's almost impossible not to have second to say just one mantra. That's impossible. If we really love ourselves, if we really care about ourselves, not just this life, many more lives in the future, we need to create a cause to have like a suitable environment where you can be service for others physically, verbally, mentally. So that's how one become enlightened, eventually enlightened for the benefit of other sentient beings. So then Mani Mantra, there's 6 syllable mantras. In the mantra, there's whole point of reciting this mantra is to develop compassion, it's not just a word. Compassion has meaning, how you develop. So you visualize you visualize when you think about some kind of like difficult situations. So nowadays there's tons of them. When you read newspaper, when you watch TV, someplace there's an earthquake, there's people dying. Or you may think, it's nothing to do with me. So they are not my relative, they are not my friend, we don't live in the same country. We have so many things to separate ourselves. But basically, we are all connected, deeply connected. So the thinking, there's no connection, there's kind of like misconceptions, wrong idea. There is connections. We are deeply connected. Since beginning this time, as I always said, you ask yourself, is this the first time you become human? Or before that you are just a piece of tree, all of a sudden you become human? Just think about that. I'm not asking you to believe, just think about that. Is this the first time you become breathing, living being? Before that you are just a piece of rock or what? Think about that. You could say consciousness, soul, atma, whatever you call, but there's something that goes on life after life. It comes from many more lives before. So when you think from that philosophical point of view, that we are all connected. So that is the foundation for universal compassion. So that you are connected, that you, of course, that you need to pray for every living being, not like just like your group, like your people, your kind, your somebody who shares same culture, same tradition. This is like kind of like it's kind of closing your heart. You have to open your heart. The more you open your heart, more you receive. If you close your heart, then you receive very little. So, so there's not just connection. There's very, very deep connections. So then now there's tons of them. Like there are all kinds of things happening all over the world. So when you think about them, so then that is the foundations to meditate on compassion. Then you feel you sympathize with their living conditions. You kind of feel sorry for their way of life. The problem they are going through, and like it's not just a day after day, week after month, or year after year. It seems like never-ending problems. So when you think about those beings, what they are going through physically, mentally, then you sympathize with their situations, then you develop empathy. So then eventually, so then you can develop compassion. Then you get immense benefit, because when there's compassion in your heart, so that is the best form of mental happiness. You talk about mental happiness. When there's compassion is alive in your mind stream, then you have mental happiness. So that heals, the power of compassion heals you and heals everybody. like rejection, resentment, like anger, hatred. All these things not good. It's not good. We need more compassionate heart. The whole world get benefit. Whole world get benefit. So each and every one of us is capable to develop compassions. Compassions. So then money mantra is to help you to develop compassion and also guide you to how to meditate on compassion. Okay, it's very important, very important. Compassion is important in the very beginning, is important in the middle, is important, even though when after your enlightenment, compassion is bad, it's like badly needed. In the beginning, it is like seed, or like the earth, so ground where you plant the seed. So then it is like sun, that kind of like helps to grow things, compassion is like that. In the middle, you need sun and water, fertilizer, all of the compassion like that. At the end, when you get enlightened, you need to help other beings, so you need compassion. Tonta person to Keshwan is very important. Compassion is very important at the very beginning. In order you to just think about that your life is like tree, So in order to that tree to grow, so you need, in the beginning, you need compassion. In the middle, you need compassion. In the end, compassion. Tonta person to Keshwa means Tongma means beginning. In the middle, in the end, and like Indian master Chantakriti wrote this text called Entering into the Middle Way. In that text, the very beginning of that text, the text after the homage, when you read that text, then it states very clearly the compassion is very important, the beginning and the end, in the middle and the end. So that's how the life is like the tree grow well. Means there's an analogy they use, but actually grow well means like grows is to the fullest level, that means enlightenment. You need compassion, okay? So of course, daily basis, of course you need compassion. So when you see like somebody's, when you read the newspaper, when you watch TV news, somebody's killed somebody, all this is all like, this is all done by negative mindset. Negative mindset is not the result of compassion, love. It is the result of hatred, anger, ignorance based on politics, ignorance based on like different philosophical view. The bottom line, people are suffering. People are suffering. I don't think anybody enjoying seeing somebody suffering. I don't believe anybody's enjoying seeing, unless you are very mentally very sick. Other than that, people you don't enjoy seeing somebody going through some difficulties. People, because why? Because we have Buddha natures. So there's like fundamental human nature. His Holiness Dalai Lama often said, but it's already been said in the text multiple times. The fundamental human nature is something positive. That's why we have potential to become enlightened. So action can be changed or purified. Action can be purified. It's not good to think that you are inseparable with your actions. Then there's no hope. There's no hope. Angulimala, in the Buddha's lifetime, Angulimala, the person has a lot of was very determined to do some kind of spiritual practice, but met the wrong teacher, ended up killing 999 people. That person has a chance to become enlightened. Can you imagine how in the world that you are saying, oh, I don't have a chance? That's wrong. That's completely wrong. That's called ignorance. That's ignorance. That's not good. That's not wisdom. That's ignorance. If action and the process is inseparable, there's no hope. No matter what you do, there's no hope. It's not like that. Someone who misguided by and end up killing 999 human beings. Can you imagine? That person has opportunity to purify. Of course, we have opportunity to purify. We can purify. In Buddhism, what you do when you think about something that went wrong physically, mentally, yesterday, what you do, you purify them. You purify them. You do certain practice, then you purify them, then make a promise not to do it again. You purify them, Yeah, purification is the beautiful practice that you can purify, you can clean your mind, you can purify. You don't have to live with this messy mind, you can purify. Nobody is perfect, everybody makes mistakes. In Buddhism, you purify them, or then you regret towards your wrong deed, and you make a promise. You are not going to repeat that next second, maybe next hour, maybe next day. Then slowly you become better and better. And mentally, then there's nothing to feel regret because your mind is so clean. And why you feel pain? There's no pain. Well, all pain in the mind is created by disturbing thought. So the best way to purify disturbing thought is if you develop compassion on a daily basis based on the Mani mantra. If you meditate on compassion based on the Mani mantra, when you say Om Mani Padme Hum, Om, there's 3 letters together, A, U, Ma, become Om, which symbolize body, speech, and mind. Body, speech, and mind. This sometimes called 3-draw. That's where all these actions been created. There's no 4-draw, 5-draw. There's 3-draw. Or you say something, verbally say something negative things. Or you're thinking something negative, then you say something negative, you do something negative. This is called 3-draw. 3-draw. So through 3 draws, you create positive, you create merit, and at the same time, you create negative karma. So, and needs to be fully aware. If you really care yourself, if you really love yourself, you try all your best throughout the day to create merit much as possible. So then life is going to be better. In this life, it's going to be happier. Of course, next life is going to be a better one. So then mind is so clean. So then it's not surprised that people see things, see like divine beings or have vision of divine beings, because their mind is so clear, so devoted. Devotion is so strong. Devotion is so strong that attracts blessings. So that change. The blessing means change. Blessing means change from negative to positive. It's change. Blessing is not something somebody give you something, eat something. Blessing, very meaning of the word blessing is to change, transform. That's why you do house blessing, try to transform the energy from negative to positive. That's why you try to bless the food, to transform color, shape, taste, smell, all into positive. And you kind of purify the defect of color, taste, smell, all of that. That's why you bless. Means change. If there's no change, then you are not really receiving the blessing. If there's some change taking place out of your devotion, you are so devoted, for example, to Tara, you are so devoted, then that whole practice, that kind of change your attitude to your perceptions about yourself for the world, then you are, eventually that, you just see pure. You just see pure. That's what Taparam, you just see pure. So then can you imagine? You're able to just think something positive. The minute you wake up, you are thinking something positive. When you look at someone else, you are thinking something positive. So that's wonderful things, so positive, okay? So the Om, the beginning of the mantra, Om, body, speech, and mind. your body, spirit, mind right now are temporarily covered by all this disturbing thought, so then like that. And when you look at that, our location, our body, spirit, mind is completely free from disturbing thought, completely free. So you are wishing your body, spirit, mind become like our location of body, spirit, mind, just pure, just pure. That's the goal, okay? Om. So you can meditate like that. You can just say the mantra slowly. You don't have to rush. You don't just say Om, not like that. You just say Om, you meditate your body, spirit, mind. Then if you want to expand, then you just think about body, spirit, mind, not just yours, everybody else, body, spirit, mind. And your mission is to transform those body, spirit, mind into something positive. So they just say what Om, then you can meditate, okay? There's going to be a beautiful guided meditation of compassion. Oh. Then you say Ma. No, Om. So at the same time, then you see, like the power of that syllable, Om, the mantra. These are the sacred word, the sacred word. Specifically created to protect your mind. What is the meaning of mantra? Mantra is not something that you say again, then become mantra. No. Yeah, mantra, you do say, you do repeat again. It doesn't mean you repeat something that become mantra. No. So the mantra, meaning of the mantra is protect your mind. Protect your mind. That's the meaning of the mantra. Mantra is the protection for your mind. Yi kyok means like protection your mind, protect your mind. Oh. So that's the meaning of the general meaning of the mantra is protection of the mind. So any form of mantra needs to protect your mind. If it's not protecting your mind, it just become you are just repeating word. That's all. So I already said this before. So the reason why I'm saying this again, so not like because I don't believe that you don't know, because you know, I'm just emphasizing, and encouraging you to say the mantra. When you say the mantra, you get benefit because you are the one who's saying it. You get benefit. So I get some benefit encouraging you to say the mantra. So bottom line, the whole universe get benefit. If you become more compassionate being, being around you, they get benefit. You may have harder time to killing some beings that you see in your house because you are meditating on compassion, and your perception of that insect or bugs change. You look at that as a being, breathing, living being. You don't look at them as like some kind of like problem. Your whole perception change, perception change. Then you try all your best to save that living being. You try all your best to save that living being. When you're able to save, how you feel great. You don't feel bad. I don't believe anybody feel bad saving somebody's life. What do you think? Huh? So that feeling, that good feeling, that is mental happiness. Mental happiness is not something that isolated, that you cannot reach. No. Mental happiness is something you can create. I don't believe that, saving life, that anybody feel bad about saving life. People do usually feel bad about destroying life, not like saving life. So that means meditation or compassion change your perceptions. Then you look at beings a different way, so that's compassion, okay? So I'm not just saying something you don't know, I'm just emphasizing. I'm just trying to remind you the importance of compassion is very important. Otherwise, you can learn and learn, you can learn so many things, you learn every day you learn, that you don't never practice. And just like collecting information, it's not going to do anything good. You just collect information, then like So this is to implement in day-to-day life in order to get maximum benefit for your mind, maximum benefit. Okay. Om, so then body, spirit, mind, then you can think about when you say Om, kind of liberates. The sacred word Om liberates you from pride, arrogant. See, not just you, all breathing living being liberates from the word, the sacred word Om. When you say Om, then you can imagine that liberating you from the pride and arrogant, and all other living beings liberated from pride and arrogance, which is another disturbing thought. Looking down based on wealth, looking down on someone based on possessions, based on title, based on education, based on race. No good, no good. Doesn't do good. It doesn't do good for you. Then how you think it will do good for somebody else? No, never. It never does good for anybody else. When you start to look down on somebody else based on your race or your tradition, your culture, your religion, your possession, your title, you don't enjoy that. That's disturbing thought. That's how we lose our peace of mind. That's why we don't have peace of mind. That's why we don't enjoy peace of mind, because this negative mind is rise. Pride and arrogance is one of them. No, I'm better than that. How's about if you think, oh, everybody else is the best. Everybody. How's about if you see like every breathing living being as a Buddha? What do you get? What kind of benefit you get? Your perception of others being changed because you see them as like Buddha. Whether they are in reality, whether they are Buddha or not, it doesn't matter. What it does for your mind, you have pure mind and you get immense benefit. Oh. Seeing other people like something different or down and treating them not well, looking at them down, what kind of benefit you get? This life, you have no peace of mind. Result next life is not good. Next life, somebody's going to look down on you. Somebody's not going to treat you well. And you wonder like, why? Of course, everything is dependent on cause and conditions. Nothing's random, nothing's random. If you want to be look up, people, if people want to take your word seriously, probably in this life you should not lie. If we lie all the time, next life, if you be born as a human, people are not going to take your word seriously. That's a result. That's a result. That's a result. The good things, there's something we can do. It's not like, oh, there's nothing we can do. Yeah, we can control. We can control. Everything is caused the condition, okay? So when you say Om, liberates from pride and purify all the negative actions that's created by pride, looking down on somebody else, kind of completely purify. So that's like how you meditate on compassion based on the mantra, okay? Om. So now then when you say the word, second syllable, Om Ma, so then also again you visualize liberating from jealousy, from jealousy. We don't think how much damage in the mind caused by jealousy. We don't contemplate. We just get jealous, and it's all become so familiar. It's almost like become part of life. And meanwhile, talking about mental happiness, or not knowing that this kind of mindset destroys peace of mind, jealousy. Meanwhile, continues to get jealous and Continue to get jealous. Meanwhile, talking about mental peace, that's kind of like, kind of like sad, jealousy. You get jealous. 차도스도. 지오파지, 팔라차시스. Generally speaking, a lot of people, they become attached to so many things, so many different kind of things, small little things, based on the individual level, people become attached. So they're not having much wisdom, how to develop peace of mind, how to meditate on like a compassion, not all of that. So then also not have any interest to learn, what is the benefit of compassion, how to meditate on compassion, not interest to learn. So then like the mind is filled with the jealousy, then criticize all kind of things. No, this is not good, So when you say ma, second syllables, then please visualize that you are liberating yourself from the jealousy, and not just you, then all the beings, you are liberating all of them from the from jealousy. Okay, so then next time when you see somebody somebody buying something new, somebody buying, your neighbors buying new house, bigger car, so then you rejoice. You just rejoice. Oh, what you gain? Peace of mind, happy mind. The best if you can participate in their happiness. Oh, that's good. Rejoice. Okay, rejoice. Oh. Lama Tsongkhapa said, if you want to create vast amount of merit with very little effort, you rejoice. Rejoice your positive deed in the past, almost 10 years ago. You did a lot of positive deed, you rejoice. What happens? Your merit multiplies. Rejoice now, you are doing something good, rejoice. Merit multiplies. Rejoice that you are going to do something good tomorrow. Maybe you are going to visit the temple, maybe you are going to do something good, or maybe you are going to cook, or maybe you are going to say something nice to other people. Rejoice. Merit multiplies. You are 3 times merit created by you in the past, created now, going to create in the future. Or maybe tomorrow I'm going to say 21 Thara prayers, maybe 4 times. Maybe I'm going to do, after the class, I'm going to do meditation on compassion. Rejoice. Your merit multiplies. Oh, rejoice. So we are very good at visiting our negative deeds, aren't we? We meditate so much on that, so it comes automatic almost without effort. Why we visit something negative, something went wrong? Why we visit again and again? Why we visit? Why we don't visit something positive? We never did anything good. That's hard to believe. We never did anything good. That's hard to believe. We never say anything positive. That's hard to believe. We never did anything physically good. Hard to believe. We never taught anything good. That's hard to believe. Why we don't visit them again and again? When you visit them again and again, if you rejoice, it multiplies. Merit multiplies. We can do, so like there's many people in this world doing so many good things. You can think about their merit, you rejoice. Oh, you get married. Marriage is not that difficult to create. It's so, you can say it's a piece of cake. It's create, Oh, how long that take? Say 1 month, how long that take? Second. But don't say, oh, I don't have time. That's not true. There should not be any excuse not to say one month. That's impossible. If you don't find time now, when you're going to find time? When? Maybe next life. Why you wait? Why you wait? We are not going to feel good automatically. Otherwise, why everybody feel good? Oh, feeling good needs to be developed. Oh, develop. Oh. So that's why what we have daily practice. You say certain prayer every day. It's not like that you are saying every day new prayer. No, you are saying the same prayer every day after day, week after week, month after month. And slowly, then it will sink into your heart. So then then you receive something, like devotion is the key. Devotion is the key. Devotion is the key. There's nothing, I cannot give you devotions. You cannot get from anywhere. They can just teach. And you are the one who are responsible for devotions based on your practice. So then, so you will receive blessing. You will receive blessing. Oh, if you do it from your heart, not just mumble the word. So that means when you meditate, you are there mentally, you are there. So that means you are doing from your heart. So that will probably change your attitude or your perceptions and your mind. So when it change, you receive blessing. Okay. So when you say a word ma, so then just think that based on this sacred syllables ma, so then you are liberating yourself or you are freeing yourself from the jealousy, which will destroy peace of mind. That's why it's not good. Regardless where if you are believing something, not believing something, jealousy equally destroys peace of mind. Whether you are believing something, not believing something, doesn't matter. It will destroy peace of mind. Okay. Second syllable. So now the third syllable, om ma ne. Liberate you from doubt. Doubt. Not any kind of doubt, this very particular doubt. Or maybe like karma doesn't exist, somebody just made it up. Maybe if you do good things, it doesn't matter, there's no result. You live, how you say, people say here, you live only one. Huh? How they say?
That's right. You live only once.
Yeah, you live only once. What it means? It has no meaning. What it means?
In Western,
Does it mean that you can do whatever you want to do, or you should do whatever you want to do? What is the meaning of meaning? What is the meaning behind that? Is this something positive or something negative or some neutral? You live only once. Oh, so that needs to be explained. So you can't just say you live only once. You have to explain how you live only once. There will be a lot of philosophical debate. So I'm not sure, like, probably like, what it means. You live only once, what that means. Huh? Please say something, what it means. You live only once.
Geshe-la, in Western culture,
Oh,
most people, there's no belief in reincarnation. So there is a belief that this lifetime is the only existence that we have. So make the most of it.
this is it.
This is all there is.
Oh. Get the most out of it. What most? Most of what?
Well, for some people, that means eat, drink, and be merry.
That doesn't seem like that satisfy them. Probably there will be more. There will be something besides drink and eat, get married. That doesn't seem like everybody's satisfied, but a lot of people are doing that. Doesn't seem like people are satisfied. So that's what it means to get the most out of this life. Eat and drink, get married.
Not get married, but be happy, be cheerful.
Yeah, that's be happy. That's the big subject. So now the question is how. So yeah, easy to say be happy. No, it's not that easy to eliminate disturbing thought. So without disturbing thought, with disturbing thought, it's hard to be happy. So without disturbing thought, you can be happy, but eliminating them is not that easy. It requires some effort, some determinations, some joyful effort, not just effort. So anyway, so like so that concept, you live only once. Or maybe today is the last day. Maybe today is the last day. So that concept shapes your life. May not be the last day, but you're treating it like last day. Oh, maybe this is the last day this is my last day on the planet. What do you do? Or maybe you get the most out of it. You get the most out of it. How? Think something positive, say something positive. If there's nobody's around, you can say a prayer, you can say a mantra. It's all good. Yeah, so that like gets a lot of benefit, like living day by day, make sure that days goes smoothly, and end of the day, then you think, oh, maybe today I managed to think more positive things than negative. Mentally, verbally, I didn't say negative words, so then you kind of happy. So encourage yourself. Next day when you wake up, then you are very happy that, oh, there's another day. So I'm so fortunate. I'm alive. I'm breathing. Oh, so then you are doing the same thing. You are meditating on a money matter, trying to develop more compassion. So then then slowly you understand the precious human life. Okay. Ni is the doubt, So this is very specific doubt. Or maybe there's no causality. Causality, somebody just made it up. Somebody just talk about. Somebody just made it up. The theory of karma is just idea. Doesn't matter. You do good things, bad things doesn't matter. So there's like doubt about causality. Doubt about causality. It's nothing to do with the religion. The religions teach. Buddhism teach karma. It's nothing to do with the Buddhism. It's the fact. It's the fact. What goes around comes around. Do you believe in that? What goes around comes around. That is karma. It didn't say karma. It is karma. Yeah. How you know? Go out, say something nice to somebody. If you say something nice to somebody, do they scream? They don't scream. They smile. Because why? Because you like to hear something nice. Same time, other people like to hear something nice too. Whether they are sharing the same religious belief, same culture, look the same thing, doesn't matter. Everybody likes to hear something nice every single second, like you do. No differences. Same thing. If you say something nice, if somebody screams, but that may not happen. Did it ever happen? Huh? That clearly shows causality. What goes down comes around. If you scream at somebody else, people say, thank you very much, you are so kind. When you scream to somebody else, do people say, thank you so much, you are so kind? No. Nobody appreciate that. Nobody appreciate that. So that's what goes around, comes around, that's karma. Even you don't word it like that, that is karma. That's what karma means. So that like, so when you say Om Mane, so then you kind of liberate yourself from this doubt. And of course, the true truth, conventional truth, ultimate truth, Four Noble Truth, doubting of a Four Noble Truth, true truth, causality, all of that, So then think about that you are liberating yourself from that doubt. That's kind of negative doubt. At the same time, you're thinking about liberating every living being from that doubt, that doubt. Getting something wonderful out of positive mindset. People are not educated in that direction, in that level. We believe, or we get something out of negative mindset. Totally wrong, totally wrong. That's why people fight. That's why people take side. They fight for their side, so then say all kinds of negative things. Nobody enjoy. How you can enjoy if everybody's unhappy? If you make other people unhappy, if you are in that environment, how you can be happy? Impossible. Impossible. But you are doing the same thing. That's called ignorance. Ignorance. Believing getting something out of negative mindset. Nobody wins. Nobody. Need to be clearly understand. Nobody wins. Everybody lose, including yourself. You lose your peace of mind. People around you lose peace of mind because you are screaming, yelling, you're so angry. Nobody gets benefit. So that means you are wasting this precious human life. You're wasting. You are not getting the most out of it. Even though you say you live only once, you are not getting the most out of it. You are just wasting your life. That's all. So very important, So like Om Mani, so doubt, so doubt. Doubt about getting something out of positive message, not having a doubt about that is not good. Negative doubt. Okay. Om Mani Pe. So now the fourth syllables. Om Mani Pe. Panditji. So that the pay is like liberating from like ignorance.
Ignorance.
Oh yeah. See, like now what we have on this planet, like in Buddhism it's called three realms: underground, on the ground, above ground. Underground, according to Buddhist cosmology, that's referred to Nagaland. There are different types of animal being Naga. On the ground, human. So there's animals, like animals. So then above ground, there's celestial beings. All the celestial beings, they live above the ground. Underground, on the ground, above ground, go three realms. Sao, underground, Sating, on the ground, Sala, above the ground. Then celestial realm. There's many different layers, levels, celestial realm. Even within the desire realm, there's seven different level of celestial beings. They live above the ground, above the Sala. Anyway, ignorance means not knowing something. Not knowing something, generally speaking, not knowing something. That's ignorance. Ignorance. There are so many things. I don't know how to build a rocket. That's ignorance. Many ignorant. There's many ignorant. Ignorance means not knowing something. It doesn't mean negative or positive. It means simply not knowing something. Or maybe hard to learn. When you look at animals, how fast you can learn, like that, we can learn so quickly. Animal, how long that takes? If the dog say, perfectly, if dog able to say perfectly, hello, how are you? Will you amaze? Yeah, we say, wow, that's like, everybody's kind of like talking about that, kind of like, are you amazed yourself that you can say hello very perfectly, or not just say right now? Not really. So ignorance. Biggest problem within the animal realm is the ignorance, not able to learn. It's not the human. We can learn. We can learn word, meaning, all of that we can learn. So that liberates from the liberates from ignorance. Okay, ignorance. Oh man, so now man, attachment.
That's correct.
Attachment, no? Liberate from attachment. It's like piece of oil they drop on piece of paper. In the beginning, it's just a drop. It can expand. It can expand slowly, can expand. Will I ever be free from attachment? Yes, of course. If you're enlightened, you'll be free from attachment. But because what's the difference between desire and attachment? What's the difference between desire and attachment? What is the difference between desire and attachment? Which one holds tightly on object? Desire or attachment? Which one holds tightly on object? No.
Attachment.
Attachment?
Yes.
Doesn't mean don't enjoy. It doesn't mean like that, oh, don't enjoy. No, you can enjoy. That's a result of your positive karma. You can enjoy coffee because that's the result of your positive karma. You can enjoy. It doesn't mean don't enjoy. No, it doesn't mean like some people misunderstand. Doesn't mean don't enjoy. Enjoy. Don't cling. Don't cling. When you cling on something, you become uptight. When you become uptight, it makes you vulnerable. Not venerable, vulnerable. It doesn't make you venerable. It makes you vulnerable. No, I have to have this. That means you are not flexible. You are tight. Say, what happens if you become uptight with the McDonald's French fry? When you become uptight with that, when you go to the countryside of Nepal, what happens? Oh, there's zero French fry from McDonald's. If you go there, 14 days, pain. Follows 14 days. No? Becoming uptight with a latte from Starbucks. When you go to countryside of Nepal, oh, what happens? Dharma says experience. Even though they say some coffee shop say call Starbucks, it is not Starbucks. They just call Starbucks. So you get so excited, you tell your friend, let's go there, Starbucks. Then you go there. It's not Starbucks. It just merely labeled Starbucks. You just call Starbucks. Uptight. Oh, my vacation has to be completely perfect. I'm expecting nothing go wrong. No. There are so many things will go wrong. Don't become uptight. If you become open-minded, you'll enjoy. If you become uptight, you suffer. That's called attachment. Attachment. So that means uptight, you become tight, mentally tight. When you become physically tight, what happens? Cause pain. Then you do yoga, to stretch, release that energy that's so tight. Same thing when it happens to mind, you do yoga. Yoga means practice. It doesn't mean physical movement. Yoga, the Sanskrit word in Tibetan called nanjor. It means practice. It doesn't mean physical movement. It means practice. So then attachments, when there's attachment, you mentally become tight, uptight. So then the question is how long you can carry that. So there's Nagarjuna, Indian master Nagarjuna said in his text, Nagarjuna said, when you scratch scalp, eat so much, then you scratch, feel good, isn't it? Feel good. Nagarjuna said, not having scalp is better. Oh. So, so here in state, you can buy all kinds of things to scratch, like all kinds of things. When I was in monastery, none of those things exist. What do you do? Of course, here you can take shower whenever you want. There, taking shower is big chore. It's big task. Taking shower is not that easy. So then, of course, you eat. So what we do, monks, we just roll up the upper cloth. Monastery wall is not like smooth as here. Here, very, very smooth. There is made out of cement, is rough. So you go to the wall, then you do like bear. They do. You scratch. That's how you scratch because there's no tools. There's no scratch. Oh, it feels so good. So then you continue after that hurts so much because now it's kind of like too much scratch. Oh, Nagarjuna. I'm not making this up. Nagarjuna, Indian master Nagarjuna from Nalanda Monastery, not very far from Bodh Gaya, said in his text, Emba tuna devade, emba meba tevedes. Scratching scabs feels good, but not having scratch is better. Teshi likewise. Jigden dedidins. Oh, I want to be happy, I want to be happy, That thought, it doesn't really make you happy, He said, here in the state, what is it, whatever? What? Sometimes people talk, say, whatever, what that means, whatever. Oh. So that concept is probably better than like, oh, I want to be happy, I want to be happy. Oh, this, no. Some days okay, some days not okay. It's okay. It's part of life. If you are not happy all the time, you need to think, oh, it's okay. I can work for. This life is, you are not going to be happy all the time till you enlighten or till you liberate. If you achieve moksha, everlasting happiness. Till then, this life is not going to be happy all the time. So that's why we need daily practice to keep this mind, keep this life calm, daily practice, devotions, daily practice, kind of balance. This life is not going to be happy. This life is not going to be perfect. As I've mentioned many times, why you get headache? Because you have head. If you don't have a head, you never get headache. Certain things will go wrong with this life because you have this life, this body. So there's too much to expect. Oh, I want to be happy all the time. Yes, of course, everybody wants to be happy all the time. But more likely, we need to admit that's probably not going to happen. Therefore, we need daily practice, daily meditations to make this life calm and peaceful. So that's attachment, okay? Attachment. One of the three poison. Attachment, one of the three poison. Attachment. So when you say Om Mani Pet Me, so like me, so then kind of like liberate you from attachment. It doesn't mean don't enjoy. No. Doesn't mean please don't misunderstand. Oh, now I cannot. I learning Buddhism, so now Buddhism say you can enjoy. No. Buddhism doesn't ask you to be depressed. No. You become fully aware. Things could go any directions. No. Just be flexible, open-minded. No. Don't become uptight. It's not just white or black. No. Don't just be flexible, open-minded. That's what it means. Okay. Attachment, close your mind, close on one object, and you become so tight. So when you go like this, how much you can do? Can you lift anything? Oh, need to open up in order to lift something, use something, need to open up. Same thing, heart. When you completely close on one object, there's no balance. Okay. So then the last one. Sorry, because like this taking so long. Oh, the last one, because now, especially now, the compassion is critical, that we all need compassion. That's why I'm emphasizing on this, not because I don't believe that you don't know, probably you know, I'm just here reminding you again the importance of compassion, particularly nowadays, desperately needed compassion. Yeah, so now when you recite Om Mani Padme, you have something to think about than just mumbling the word. Now each syllable means something than just word, So when you say, so easy to say. Of course, in the Buddhism, there's so many teachings. There's like thousands of teachings. Sometimes you may feel overwhelmed. I don't think I can learn all of this. Learn as much as you can. What you know, then do it well. Even just Om Mani Padme, like simple as that. Meaning underneath this mantra is compassion. That's very important, very important. When you are alive, it's very important. When the beginning, it's very important. So then the last one, liberates from anger. Okay, liberates from anger. So now, wherever you look, there's not much good news. People are angry. There's so many different reasons. Then it's all like collective karma. It's not like the country that we live, that we have no clue when bomb is going to drop on our roof. It's not like that. We are comfortable. Individual level, we are very comfortable. Maybe we are too comfortable. That's why we have so many spare time. Maybe that kind of like thinking a lot of negative things. Some people, there's no spare time. They're just trying to survive. That's all. They have no time to look like take side, fight. And they have none of those time. They are like physically, they are like so, like life is so difficult. End of the day, they just exhaust. They have no time to. There's no spare time to read. So even especially nowadays, because of like digital technologies, everything happens so fast. Like within the second, the news. So many ways, there's so many distractions for our mind, compared to like 500 years ago, their mind, generally speaking, more calm. So now there's a lot of tendency to disturb your mind within a second. If you open something, finish. At the same time, there's more opportunities to develop our mind. So the last one, anger. What Master Shantideva, another Indian master, Shantideva, from Nalanda Monastery, in his book, Guide to Buddhist The Way of Life, chapter number 6, what Shantideva said about anger. Shedang sumu sem chanas, Shedang sumu is a pain, is a pain. Shantideva's called is a pain. Shedang, anger is a pain. When you get angry, don't say that you don't have peace of mind. Because why? Because you are harboring pain. You are in pain. Shedang sumu sem chana yini shiwa nyame jus. When you are angry, you are not going to experience peace of mind, mental happiness. Oh, shedang sumu sem chana yini shiwa nyame jus. Gadang dewa miula. Physical comfort is gone. Mental comfort is gone. Ability to sleep like rock, gone. Can sleep, cannot sleep. Ability to judge, gone. Finish. That wisdom, ability to distinguish, the wisdom is completely gone. Completely gone. Your life is like powered by anger. How we get angry? How anger rise? How? Because of desire. Because of desire. What type of desire we have? We have two types of desire. Desire to want something, desire to don't want something. So then some kind of interaction taking place between those desires. Oh, then you find the fuel for anger. Then you get angry. We don't rely on compassion. We heavily rely on anger. Result, you completely destroyed. Yourself is completely destroyed. If you rely on anger, yourself completely destroyed. Relying on anger, result, yourself completely destroyed. Means happiness. There's no physical happiness. There's no mental happiness. What is physical happiness? Generated from five senses. Looking at something beautiful color, beautiful shape, smelling something good, hearing something nice, tasting something good. Oh, when you get angry, you don't see beautiful things. You don't see beautiful things. I heard after the Vietnam War, some of the what you call veteran, when they went back, same place where they fought, they realized this is so beautiful. That moment cannot see. They said the same place they went, they are fighting there. They cannot see all this. When they went back after the war is over, when they're back, they said, "Oh, these countries are so beautiful." They are there for a few months fighting. Cannot see, cannot see. Same thing when you get angry, you don't see beautiful. You don't see person that you dearly love. When you get angry, you don't see anything positive. That's the fact. There's nothing to do with religion. There's nothing to do with Shantideva. Shantideva discovered, taught us how to manage our anger, taught us. That's all. Shantideva practiced himself, and he's sharing with us how the anger rises. No? When you say angry, when you're angry, you don't see whole environment change. Before you're eating together, laughing, all eating together, all of a sudden somebody gets angry. That atmosphere is completely gone. Nobody's talking, nobody's saying nice things, nobody's saying beautiful things. Anger, result of anger. That's why immediately saying, you find the fuel because something, you say something, that somebody says something against what you're saying, then you found the fuel. Then we don't say, oh, just let it go. It's not a big deal, just let it go. My peace of mind is the most important thing than anything else. Just let it go. How you say in English? Here you say roll over your, how is it? Roll out of your shoulder.
Roll like water off a duck's back.
Yeah, we have many things to say. When it's become, we have many things to say. When it become practical level, we have nothing to say. Roll over. I said, even the saying is harder than Shanti Deva's text. Roll over,
Roll like water off a duck's back.
roll like the water like duck's back.
Like water rolls off the back of a duck. Roll
Yeah,
like,
so you know what I'm saying, because we have many things to say. We have many things to say, so like there's one Katama master say, when everything's good, we appear like great practitioners. Because belly is full, weather is very sunny, we appear as like wonderful practitioners, almost like enlightened. When something goes wrong, they see the true nature. So this is no time is the belly is full. Nimiki is weather is very sunny. You appear like great practitioners. Somebody scream, that great practitioner is finished within a second. Many things, we have many things to say. Oh, so Shadante, so when we find a few, we heavily rely on. If we rely on bodhicitta, if we rely on compassion, you are protected. Not big deal. Why I need to correct? I don't need to correct, even though somebody is saying something incorrect. Why is it important? Not important because you become more mindful about your speech. That's why one of the Kadama masters suggests, if you are in the public place, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. If you by yourself, watch your mind. That's advice been given. Why is it so important? Somebody says something about something. Why you feel like to respond? It can be done. I did it few times, not many times, few times. After studying Buddhism, almost like now 50 years, I did only few times. It works. It works. You're in the group, or somebody says something, it comes like almost here. Then you, because of kindness of Shanti Deva, you just swallow. You just swallow that. Environment remain the same thing. Why you feel like you have to respond? No, you don't have to respond. You have choice. You don't have to respond. What's the most important things? Your peace of mind is the most important to protect. Don't explode. Don't explode. There's no benefit. There's no benefit. There's no benefit. Remember, may all sentient beings have happiness, cause of happiness. Remember that. Remember that. Simple as that. Remember, every single person is looking for happiness. Remember that. It kind of protects you. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to correct. You don't have to correct. When the right time comes, if somebody asks you, is it correct or not incorrect, then you can tell. We have to be wise about the time and the circumstance, when to say, when to not to say. You become more wise, more skilled, more wise, more mindfulness to about your peace of mind. About your peace of mind. That's all. Oh, then you rely on compassion, bodhicitta, loving kindness, forgiveness, protection of your peace of mind. You rely on them. You don't rely on anger. Unfortunately, generally speaking, a lot of people tend to rely on anger. Then when you get angry, what do? Probably you are not going to say something beautiful. You are not going to smile. If you're really angry, probably physically you are not going to do something good. That other person don't appreciate. That other person don't appreciate that. So then there'll be another anger. So then fire. Oh, fire. We need fire of compassion, not fire of anger. We need fire of compassion. That fire of compassion destroyed Chanjimi Shedang pushing se. Anger is like lock, firewood. Fire of compassion will destroy that wood. We need fire of compassion. We don't need fire of anger. Fire of anger burn everything. Oh no, fire probably has two. Sometimes it's beneficial, it will cook something that you can eat, or it can burn something that you daily care. Burn. And fire has two things. It could burn something. It could also help to cook something that you want. It also helps. Same positive side, that's compassion. The negative side, that's anger. Positive side, we need as a fire of compassion, fire of compassion. Then you rely on that, then you see that's day-to-day experience. You to go out, you meet people, you talk people, people say, we don't say the same thing. Why? Because we have different mindset. That mindset functioning on different karma. We have no clue. So of course people don't say the same thing. When we say prayer, we are all saying the same thing. Then create positive energy, a lot of positive energy. How many times we say the same thing together? No, not many times. When we do practice, then we say the mantra together, all positive word. Usually when we talk something, people say something, then you feel like to say something. Oh, we need to be very mindful. Many occasions we don't have to say. We don't have to say. Don't feel like you have to say. Think that you have control about your three drawers, body, spirit, mind. You have control. You just need to be mindful, that's all. You just need to be mindful. Easy to say, but easy to say, but fortunately or unfortunately, I'm the one who's saying it here. You can say the same thing, but what time is now, Domasi?
Oh, it's time, Geshe-la. It's just 12 o'clock.
Okay, so that's good. So now today, Sunday, we just talk about compassion. I think it's very, very important, especially nowadays. Compassion heals you, heals everybody. So way to meditate on compassion based on the money mantra, say it slowly, visualize, meditate, do guided compassion meditations based on the money mantra. Please become more compassionate, more compassionate. Oh, so then, it heals, compassion heals you, it heals everybody. People do enjoy seeing compassionate people. They enjoy. People don't like to see somebody angry all the time and not good. So now, so there's the compassion needed more than ever, more, how you say, more than ever? Yeah, more than ever. So compassion is badly needed, okay? When you hear something negative, pray that everybody develop compassion. Everybody develop compassion. Everybody cares about everybody. So the world is going to be a better place, If everybody start to hate everybody, or doesn't matter how much wealth your country has, that your country is like big trouble. Your country is in happiness. Country without happiness is not good country. So please pray, okay? Oh yeah. Then thank you, all of you. So sorry it took a long time. So I think felt like important, important because important for our mind. We need compassion, okay? So thank you very much and have a nice weekend. So all of you. So and people, everybody who's looking at the YouTube, and everybody, yeah. Oh yeah, this goes. The few new people I just want to say hello, Annabella, Jessica, Rodin, Sandy. Oh, oh, Shetin, hello. Oh, very good. Oh. Okay, have a nice weekend. Oh. Yeah, dedication, humble dedication. Please join your heart.
May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled, the mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing see. Oops. The hungry find food, may the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chenrezig, Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. The one who mastered speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Alatare, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama ornament of the Yohat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. You uphold the subduer's moral way, who serves as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjana's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers, honoring the three jewels, savor of myself and others, your disciples, please live long. Om Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re So Ha.
Oh yeah, thank you. Have a nice weekend. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Thank you,
Oh, yeah.
Geshe-la.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Geshe-la.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you very
Lama.
much, Geshe-la.
Okay. Oh yeah.